Good morning, folks. You're tuned to Car Connection, where the coffee's strong, the stories are real, and the wrenches never stop turning. I'm your host, Nile Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you from the Car Connection Workshop, where the smell of fresh oil and a little elbow grease is all part of our balanced breakfast. And around here, we don't just talk cars, we live them. Whether it's a 25-year-old Jeep Wrangler getting a second chance at life, avoiding the crusher, or a Nissan Rogue getting its brakes back in order, or even a mystery leak that's got everyone scratching their heads. This is where we roll up our sleeves and we get it done with a little wit, little wisdom, and a whole lot of fun. The Car Connection isn't just about nuts, bolts, and diagnostics. It's about connection to our vehicles and to the people who drive them, and to the community that keeps Niagara rolling. Because when you fix a car, you're not just turning a wrench, you're restoring someone's confidence, freedom, and maybe even their sanity. We're here every week helping you keep your ride safe, reliable, and ready for whatever road lies ahead. So whether you're a weekend wrencher, a daily commuter, or someone who just wants to understand what's that strange rattle and what does that really mean? Well, welcome aboard and join us this morning for Motormouth's Morning Drive. It's Fun Friday. Congratulations. You have made it to another weekend. So if you're one of those fortunate ones that has the weekend off and you're not working weekends, that's fabulous. Way to go. Well done, you. If you're in the queue this morning, the drive-through queue, make sure, triple check that order. It is officially weekend. We know what happens, right? The switch can be turned partially off or just partially on. So double check. We're going to have our morning swiggy in just a moment. We'll count that down and say thank you to Mama Louise and her lovely husband Earl, a car enthusiast through and through. So we're in good shape with Earl because he has the resources to find low mileage quality vehicles at fair prices. So if you or someone you know is in the pre-owned car market, that's where you need to send them over to, because they can buy with confidence and be treated with nothing less than honesty and integrity. They are Greater Toronto Area's pre-owned premier auto store. They have a lot of inventory under roof and on the lot, but if there's something you're specifically looking for, you need to talk to Mama Louise and her husband Earl and let them know what it is exactly that you are looking for. Let them do all the legwork for you, and that way, you know what? If it's not worthy of making it back to City Auto Sales and Leasing, they're going to leave it right where it is. So sometimes you have to wait it out to find that specific year, make, and model of vehicle that you're looking for. We have the daily weather coming up, and there's still smoke alert going on, and we need to really think and thank those on the ground and those in the water bombers. Keep them safe and sound and help them to do what they do, and that is to get those forest fires under control. And where would we be without the first responders, right? Responders. So let's think about them as well. Well, we have a few things to talk about this morning, maybe a few laughs. I have another Motormouth Summer Tech Tip for you, number 16. And I'm not sure how we got to 16 when today is 17. Can you figure that out? I looked back with the abacus and I'm going, no, we were on track. We were on track that, the 17 would be on the 17, the 6 would be on the 16. Something happened. I think there was a fly in the ointment somewhere. Well, I've got 5 things to share with you this morning, but we can let our hair down a little bit and just have a conversation. And for those joining us for the very first time, everything you need to connect with us and follow us is on the homepage of our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. So check in there. The short form is ccbusnet.com. And that's where you'll find all our program partners and recommended businesses. Just click on their logo and open their profile page and meet them. And thank you to those of you who are connecting with them and giving them your business. Thank you so much, because we need them as much as we need you. So thank you for all of that. That is very much appreciated. In the top right-hand corner of our homepage, you'll find all the platforms that we are involved in, our podcast on iHeartRadio and all the podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Podbean. Just type in the search bar, Car Connection Workshop, wherever you're pulling your podcast from, and we should be there. And if we're not, shoot me an email and let me know, because somebody's getting a spanking and I don't care who knows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're supposed to be out there. We're out there all right sometimes, especially by Friday. We are out there. And there's a lot of work sitting in the Car Connection Workshop for me today. I'm behind about 2 days because of my dental issue. But you know what? It's good. There's no pain. It's all gone. And it's been bad for like 3 months. Playing around with this thing. It's kind of like, just give me the stinking pliers myself and I'll take care of it. You know, I had an uncle that did that once. Yeah. And then after he did, it was realized that this was not a good idea. Yeah, not a good idea. So on the top right-hand corner, you'll find the link for our YouTube channel. And we continue to build that. There's well over 500 items there for you to keep yourself entertained and also educated on owning and operating an older automobile. No matter if it's 5 years, 10 years, 15, 25, or 100, we can help you with the maintenance plan to keep that vehicle going long term. And if that's what you're interested in, you are on the right channel, folks. Because it's not about mileage, it's about maintenance. And if you're not good with maintenance, it doesn't matter what I say, how I say it, sideways, north, south, east, or west, it's not going to help you, because you got to be willing to be like a parachute. It only works when it's opened. Got it? And that's how the mind works. You got to change your mindset on how you view your automobile. Is it just a thing that takes money out of your pocket, or is it a tool that helps you to run your household, run your life, get your life stuff out of the way, home to work, trading time for money? Does it do all those things for you? Could you do all that by yourself, with yourself, for yourself, without a car? Maybe, perhaps, maybe not. Could be difficult. Could lose some sleep. Yep. Because you got to take the bus. You got to find a form of transportation, of transpo. It's very interesting. And I'll tell you, I've had some people in the past that when their car was down, it had to be down because they didn't have the money to pay for it. And they had to take the Hamilton Transit. And I'll tell you, after 30 days, they were both, husband and wife, loving on the machine, if you know what I'm saying. They got a taste of what life would be like without their wheels. And they didn't like it. You know, things change completely. Schedules change, go upside down and sideways because you no longer have the keys. So you're in the right place if you want to know how to prevent making car payments for the rest of your stinking life. I don't. And I don't have to, because I follow my own maintenance schedule since I've been a licensed mechanic since 1988. That's right, 1988. Not as old as dirt, but maybe as old as a worm. Anyhow, let's jump into our morning swiggy. Everything's in the top right-hand corner: Instagram, Facebook, Stevensville on the web.ca. We're under the businesses tab there as automotive professionals, thanks to our Skippy, our videographer that created that website to bring the businesses and community of Stevensville together. And it receives like 20,000 visits a month, so that's a pretty cool deal. Lots of things going on if you get a chance to head into Stevensville. That's where you'll find Safari Niagara. It's a big draw for that little quaint little village. But there's lots of cool eateries there and ice cream. Yep, they have an ice cream shop right in town, right in the heart of Stevensville. So check it out. My parents live there. A lot of people I know live there and have lived there for quite some time, and it's really growing. It's growing there. So let's jump into our morning swiggy. Don't forget that you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay? So would you double check that for us? Skippy and I are asking for your help. We would like to get to our very first 1,000 subscribers by the end of July. We are at the halfway mark. So if you could check your subscription and make sure you are subscribed, because I see some funny business going on there. So I think we're going to be spanking some algorithms' bottoms a little bit and find out what's going on. We love the algorithms, but sometimes they just need a little pinch. So if you could check that, if you're not subscribed, would you do that for us? Grab the gas can and the booster cables, give our big block V8 engine a good solid boost, and push us to the end of the month being the 30th of July, having our very first 1,000 subscribers would be absolutely over the moon for us. So thank you so much. Make sure all your fellow car enthusiasts know about the channel. Share it with them. There's something there for everyone. So if you know nothing about your car, that's the channel for you, because you will learn a lot of the basic fundamentals. That's the whole idea of the channels, to teach you basic automotive vehicle ownership fundamentals. Yes. Or is it fun dementia? I don't know. Sometimes on Fridays, it can seem like we all need to go to a home, if you know what I'm saying, by Friday. Well, anyways, let's raise a cup this morning. And our merch store. Don't forget about our merch store. People are wondering, do you have merch? Yes, we do. And you can order whatever you like at Freedom Expressions. It's the top right-hand corner of our homepage. And you order, pay safely online. They make it for you fresh and send it right to your door. We don't ask for a dime. We turn that money back to Total Freedom Addiction Campuses, Canada and USA, where a life is changing every single day. So stand with Skippy and I and be a part of our crew, taking a stand and making a difference in another person's life. What do you say? Come and join us, buy some merch, wear it with pride, wear the brand, and shoot us a selfie, because I really want to create that wall of fame on our website. So we need to give Mikey something to do. So let's keep him busy. Get your merch, do a selfie, send it over, and we'll get you on the wall of fame. How does that sound? I think that's pretty cool. And at a dealership I worked at many years ago, undercover as a mole, never mind, don't go there. They created what they called the Wall of Fame. And so when people took delivery of their car, the salesperson would take a picture and then they'd get posted on the Wall of Fame. And it was really cool. It was quite an experience. It was awesome. So on 3, 2, 1, raise your favorite morning beverage. Let's get things rolling here this morning. I do have 5 Fun Friday things for you and another Motormouth Summer Tech Tip number 16. Give that radiator some love. That's a good thing. You can't live without one. 3, 2, 1. I fixed that. Good adjustment. Yeah, yesterday's wasn't so amazingly done, but this morning made an adjustment, and it's just right on. All right, thanks to our certified financial planning professionals, Tony Mealy, Larry Tetro. Did you get that 1-hour discovery meeting booked? Not yet. And why, pray tell? Because if you have issues with an investment portfolio sitting at the bank, wrong. Number 2, dealing and arguing over debt with your spouse. Number 3, you don't have an estate plan whatsoever and you have 18-year-old kids living at home. That's not good. Number 3, you need a decent mortgage with really good people at competitive rates. That's number 4. Life insurance, critical illness insurance. Insurance, period, may seem like, an expense, but till you need it, folks, it's a wise investment. It's not like you can sign up on your deathbed, I didn't know I needed life insurance. Bring the papers, let me sign. Too late. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Book that hour and a coffee, get your questions answered, leave your money at home. Nobody's going to be asking you for monies, but you need to work with someone who has a credential, certified financial planning professional, help you with tax planning, budgeting for your automobile repairs and maintenance, and preparing the budget for the next automobile. Should that have to happen, do you have that looked after? And they can even show you tax ways on how you can get the government to pay for some of your car. So just foods for thought. You can keep doing the opinion poll and, checking in with the work peeps and the knaves and find out if they agree with your dumb idea that that doesn't work. That's why you are where you are and you're stuck. It's time to get answers, proper answers with your questions attached, period. So today being Friday, here's what we got going on. There still is an orange warning, an air quality warning. Let's see if there's an update this morning. They're saying the talking heads, about 74 forest fires, but that's across Canada. Man, the media really needs to get their heads out of their their butts. They really do. Come on, you guys. Are you reporting or are you storytellers? And aren't you glad that Pinocchio was just a story? Yeah, it'd be hard driving the car, wouldn't it? Yeah, it made it sound like the sky is falling and there's like 74 forest fires in the Northwest. It's across Canada. They didn't say that part. I went and looked myself on the forestry map, and I'm going, there isn't 74 like in Ontario. Jeepers. Good thing they don't work on cars. There'd be nothing rolling. All right, so severe weather alert again in the Niagara region, surrounding areas. So be careful with your respiratory system. Make sure, if you've got elderly, that you're checking in on them. We're going to have this for a few more days by looks of things. So orange warning, which relates to air quality. Severity is severe, significant threat to life and property. You think? So think of those people that are up in that area. There have been some homes that are missing now. They're gone, went up in smoke. And you know what? When you lose everything, I don't think any of us can really imagine what that's like. I don't. And recently, one of our neighbors, one of our friends, pretty much lost everything in a house fire that just started on a Saturday morning. And I'll tell you, it took off in a hurry. Yeah, and they both, the tenant downstairs and tenant upstairs, being our friend, got burned out and lost their goods. A majority, like 90%, but that's why you have contents insurance. Smoke from wildfires in northwestern Ontario, and northwestern being the Yukon and the Northwest Territories. Again, the media makes it sound like it's like right in our backyard coming down through Mississauga, and I'm like, can you get over yourself and just, report properly? Northwestern Ontario, Northwest Yukon, up in that area, there are problems heading into the North Country. They're concerned about Thunder Bay, Nunavut, and trying to head off some of the big ones that are like 700 plus hectares. What is a hectare? Can anybody spell that out for me, or do we have to get Siri to take care of that? Probably be best. It's causing poor air quality and reduced visibility. Poor air quality may persist into the weekend. So during heavy smoke conditions Everyone's health is at risk, regardless of their age or health or status. So limit your time outdoors. Reschedule or cancel outdoor sports, activities, and events. Car shows. No, I don't see that on here. Okay, it's good to go. Yeah, we're good to go. We like barbecue. It's all good. All right, what do we got for weather-wise now? Well, I thought you'd ask, so I put it together here. Precipitation on the rainometer is a 0.05, maybe greater than 0.05, possibly of RAIN. 63 degrees right now and mostly cloudy. Feeling warmer, about 64. Partly cloudy conditions from 6 a.m. till 7 a.m. with mostly sunny conditions expected around 7 a.m. this morning. We did see a little sunshine yesterday through the smoke. But, it wasn't really hot out there. The sun's not, the UV ray's not actually poking through, I guess. Today's temperature range is from 62 to 82, going to feel more like 63 to 82. Yesterday, we topped out at 81. Today, expectations, 82 degrees. Lesser expectations. How many of you remember that? Yeah, tell me what program that was from. Lesser expectations. All righty, let's jump into more stuff this morning. It is Fun Friday. We had our swiggy. We're good there. That's all right. Mind if I have a little bit more? Man, I had some coffee last week. I got to tell you. Man, it almost burned a hole in my gut. I really consider it being, it must have been a molecule and a half away from being waste diesel oil. So I will stay away from that, apparently. It was hardcore. It was, I can handle double espresso, but that, that made my toenails curl up. I'm telling you, I made a whole tough week trying to get my shoes on. Who am I forgetting here this morning? We got everybody in there? Oh, we're forgetting our good friends, Kathy, Dave, and Dan at Niagara Block. How could we do that? Because we can't do this without them. 5,000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls will get you directly to Niagara Block, and you'll get a chance to meet Kathy and Dave, husband and wife team, and Dan, the brother, next generation of Niagara Block, building Canada since 1931. Great people. If you need something building, they've got contractors that they can line you up with that they can trust. So Kathy is the lady for that, is to ask her for a referral to get someone who can estimate the job, get it started, get it done, get the products to do the job, and get it done right. So if you're looking to build some kind of building and you need blocks and steel and rebar and all that fun stuff and be your own Bob the Builder, there you go. You've got everything you need. They got pavers, they've got interlocking brick, they have all the hardscape landscaping materials you can muster, and just absolutely outstanding, gorgeous materials to create that beautiful outdoor space. So connect with Kathy, get yourself a solid contractor to estimate, plan, and strategize, and get that outdoor space created for you so that you can enjoy it this summer. Absolutely. You know what? I wouldn't give up my outdoor space for anything. It's nice to have different spots that you can move around to and to sit and just enjoy. Whether you're reading a book or just having a favorite beverage or sitting having a natter with somebody, the neighbors, the ones you like and the ones you don't. That's why you put up a fence. Fences make great neighbors. We have great neighbors here. I'm not making any fun of them, just a little. One of them rode by last week on a bicycle and called me Duncan. And I'm like, what? I'm standing there. I can't remember who was beside me. And they go, did she just call you Duncan? I go, that's what I heard. Duncan Jenkins. And I'm like going, what's with that? Nothing. We didn't get any answers. We got absolutely nothing from that. Nothing burger. All right, let's jump in this morning. It is Fun Friday, and I've got a couple of reminders for you. Yep, subscribe. and get yourself a car connection maintenance schedule kit, because they're flying out the door, and I've only done one run. I may do another run in the fall. I'm not sure. So they're all nicely laminated, so you can hang it up, you can stick it up, or you can use the magnets that come in the kit. But everything's in there that you need except for me, but you have access to me 24/7 by email, and or leave me a comment in our YouTube channel. I look at all the comments and I do respond. And we don't take kindly to the negative trolls, so just don't bother. That's what I'm telling you nicely. I'm telling you nicely over the top of my glasses right now. If you're nasty and as nasty as a snake, just don't bother, okay? Don't leave a comment. I don't need to see that crap. Nobody does. So go away. Thank you. Enough said on that. Absolutely. You know, when you go through life and you experience a lot of people's drama. Yeah. And you just get to a point in your life, I don't know, I can't speak for you, but got to that point where I just went to the switch marked drama and just went click. And I say no to drama. I stay completely away from it and keep it out of my head. Negativity? Nope. I don't read newspapers. I don't watch television. I don't get into sports anymore. And life is good for me. I like that. That gives me my brain space. I'm a car enthusiast. I do what I do because I love what I do. And it's that simple. All right, so subscribe. What else were we going to say? Yes, savings. If you're subscribed, we have a great savings plan for you to enjoy if you're subscribed to our podcast and our YouTube channel. You might want to tap into that and grab yours before they're gone. So go to our website. You'll find the profile page for the Car Connection Maintenance Schedule Kit, and you can take a look at all the details. Fill out the order form that comes directly to me, and I ship those out right from the studio here in the South Shores of Lake Erie. So let's dive into the 5 things I have for you on a fun Friday. I need your questions by noon today. If you're joining us for the first time, you're allowed to ask a question, an automotive-related question. You can send that to my email, and my email is always placed in the description of the YouTube videos and the podcast, which after we finish this program this morning, recording it, and it gets scheduled and goes up for 8 a.m., it will also go up on our YouTube channel. So all the YouTube stuff is there. All the videos are there. We put 3 new videos up every week, 2 on Tuesday, 1 every Friday. So you'll get a new one today, and it's all set to go. And our podcasts are up there Monday through Saturday. So Saturdays is a Q&A program. That's questions and answers. It's a 1-hour Saturday morning show. So come and join us for that. And I select 3 questions from the emails that are sent in to Nile at ccbusnet.com or motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. Send me your questions by noon. I'll be sifting through around noon hour and pulling those down, and I'll select 3 questions and uncover and unveil those questions and answers on Saturday morning. So I can usually in an hour cover 3 questions in their entirety and break them out for you so that you get a full understanding of what it is you're asking. And your question could help someone else somewhere on the face of this rock we're spinning on. So again, I need your questions by noon today. If you do that, do me a favor and get those in on time. It helps me to prepare for the Saturday morning Motormouth morning drive Q&A session for 1 hour. Well, many people on vacation right now, and I hope where you're heading is going to be a beautiful, gorgeous place to stay, that the smoke is not too heavy in your areas. But again, let's think of all those forest rangers on the forest floor doing what they do, and those in helicopters and airplane water bombers, that they're safe, that nobody goes into their airspace and causes a problem, that everyone comes home safe and sound every single day from fighting forest fires. Can you imagine that's your job? Could you imagine that? What that looks like? Yeah, I'm heading to the office. What does that look like? Exactly. Number one, vacation time for many. It really, really is. And we can tend to forget about the automobile. And I've reminded you of this before, but it is a good reminder to have, is to make sure your vehicle is solid and ready to do the journey. Just filling it with gas and checking the oil is not enough to make certain that you're not going to experience trip interruptus on your way to your vacation destination. So we don't want that to happen to you, because that's when things really go awry, upside down and sideways very, very quickly. So vacation time for many. Number two, forget something, like the kids, the dog, maybe the hamster, the goldfish. Like, who's going to take care of that stuff? And how about the vehicle maintenance? Did you forget to get it checked in and get it checked over and make sure that everything is tight and right? Well, you may want to get on that, because that's where trip interruptus comes from. That's exactly how it happens, is not getting the vehicle in the shop. And let the service technician know we're heading out on vacation. Please check the car over thoroughly and let us know what's going on. Give them the permission and let them know you're going to be out of town, and let them know where you're going to be, and that should something go wrong with your vehicle, that you can call and have the service tech wherever you are have a conversation with your hometown technician. So that way your guy is in the loop, and that will prevent other guy from trying to pull a fast one on you. It works very well. And my customers, when we had the shop on the Hamilton Mountain, they would let us know, and we would write that in our calendar, so we'd know so-and-so is away from this date to this date. This is approximately where they're going to be. Should something happen, they're going to call back to the shop here and let us know where they are, so we can have a conversation with whoever it is, the shop owner, where they end up with their vehicle and having to get it fixed. So it's kind of like having me with you there. So number three, your travel plans. There's, that other season we talk about, construction. Make sure you've got really good travel plans, and that you let those back home know when you're leaving, your departure time, and what your travel route is. In fact, it's a great idea to make sure that you leave your travel route plans with someone back home. So if something should happen on the road, they know where you were traveling from and to, and how you were getting there. That's what you need to do if you're a boater, is when you're setting off, that you have your plan all drafted out, and that you leave it with someone back at the dock. That it stays with somebody who's there, that should something happen and you don't arrive at your destination, someone has the route all mapped out in their hands that you were taking. So we know where you are, and we know where you were traveling on the waterways. So it's the same on land. Give somebody your travel plans, and don't forget to check in periodically with those who may be concerned about your arrival. So letting those back home know that you've arrived at your destination safe and sound gives them a sigh of relief. So do that as a courtesy, okay? And that's a good strategy to have. Number 4, before you even launch from your driveway, do another check of fluids, tire pressures, just one more looky-see under the hood. If everything is in its place, or if something looks quirky, you still have the opportunity to fix it before you get on the roadway. Last thing to do is go, it should be okay. All right. All righty then. We'll see. And number 5, the condition of the spare tire. Not the one around your waist. That's okay. Remember, donuts are the other white meat. Everything in moderation. Don't have that other slice of pie when anybody's looking. Got it? That's the game plan. And a diet soda cancels it all out. Zero calories. So the condition of the spare and the tools that the vehicle was born with, are they there? Are they all there? If you had to put the spare tire on, do you know how to use the tools? Do you know where they are in the vehicle? And do you know how they work? That would be a really good lesson of value heading out on the roadways. So start off on the right side of things and prepare properly and enjoy the road trip. Okay? From Motormouth to you guys, enjoy your road trip. Be safe out there. Be patient with others because there are many idiots behind the wheel. And it's okay if they honk the horn and let you know that you're number one. I get that all the time, and I really don't care. Doesn't bother me at all. Because as long as you're behind me, it's like a professor would always say, if you're not the lead dog, the view is always the same. Summer tech tip number 16. Give that radiator some love. It's important because without your radiator, things are going to get extremely hot in a hurry. Hey, it's Motormouth. Your radiator is like your car's personal air conditioner. Make sure the fins are clean and not blocked by bugs and leaves. A soft brush or a gentle hose rinse can work wonders. So keep it clean and your engine stays chill, even in traffic with the sun beating down. We just talked about that last week. As a matter of fact, how important that is. Making sure your vehicle's cooling system is always top drawer condition. No ifs, ands, or buts. Because that's where the big, expensive, hairy, bodacious breakages happen. Is because of overheating. Not overeating. We know what happens from overeating. Overheating. There we go. It's all in the pronunciation. Overheating will cost you dollars and cents. And remember, the radiator and the cooling systems control how much damage happens to the engine and your automatic transmission. It's all tied in together. I call it the number one. It is the number one most neglected area for maintenance on everything that rolls out there. What does that tell you? And generally, that's what puts the car into the you-pull-it yard. Pretty much is an overheat and things are busted. All right, I got to check out of here. I got lots of mechanicals to do today and prepare for tomorrow's 1-hour Q&A. So be safe if you're heading out. If this is your weekend heading on your vacation and your vacation starts after today, make it the best ever. Enjoy yourself. Get some rest and waxation. And remember, no picture, no fish. If there's no pictures, there never was a fish. So when I'm away, I have those who tell me that. I send them fish pictures every day. And they go, stop it already. No, I'm making sure that you know that I caught this. The one time I was sending them seaweed fish. You know what those are. Yeah. I mean, if you're vegetarian, that's a good meal right there. Seaweed fish. So anyways, have fun, peace, patience, and kindness, happy, healthy motoring, and enjoy your vacation. If this is your time to depart and go and have some white space, you go and have that white space, because that's what counts, is to get out of the rat race for a while, shed off the crap, I always say, and just relax and just be yourself. And we'll see you soon tomorrow morning for another Motormouth morning drive at 8 a.m. Bye for now.